Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to add a list of items to a ToolStrip menu item in the MenuStrip. So let me show you what it's going to look like. I'll go ahead and start a small project that I have done before. So the idea here is to create a MenuStrip and add a ToolStrip menu item to it. And we're going to be able to display these items here dynamically. So you could query them from the database or get it from a list, from a text file. And once you click on them, we'll be able to tell what item it's been clicked. Like an example here, let's go ahead and click on item menu 2. It's going to display menu 2 and the tag or ID of the item. So shall we get started? So go ahead and open Visual Studio and create a Windows Form application. Once you do that, click on your toolbox and search for MenuStrip and go ahead and add MenuStrip to it. Drag to the form. Once you have it on the form, click on it, click on this drop down where it says type here and click add menu item. Now you have created your menu item. You have created your ToolStrip menu item 1. You can either double click or right click on your form and click view code. I like to double click. Now the first step we're going to do is to create a list of items used in the menu. So let's go ahead and create a private list of strings called get item get items for menu. Okay. And let's go ahead and initialize our list of string that will return list and menu. Let's call it menu items. All right, so let's go ahead and add some items. This dot add menu 1, and let's make it easier on us. Let's go ahead and make it easier on us. And menu 1, menu 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's go ahead and return this list. Menu items. Okay, so we have created the list of items that will be displaying on the ToolStrip menu item. Okay. Now let's go ahead and create the function that will load the ToolStrip menu item. So private void, because it's not going to return anything, load menu ToolStrip menu item. Let's create a tag or a unique ID for each item. So tag or unique ID for each item using an integer. So int ID equals 0. And now let's go ahead and loop through these items and add them to the menu items. So let's use a for each string items and get items for menu. So now we're going to add each one of these items to a ToolStrip menu item, which we'll call item. And here's where we're going to add the actual item. So let's put an item, and we're going to set the tag or this unique ID that we created here to the item, which is ID, and we're going to increment the ID every time it's added. To make it unique. So now we're going to increment the ID to make it a unique ID. Now we added this we added this ToolStrip menu item 1. So now we're going to add each one of these items to that ToolStrip menu item 1. So let's go ahead and call it ToolStrip menu item 1 drop down items dot add, and we're going to add the item that we just created. There we go. Now let's go ahead and quickly just run it just to see what it looks like so far. Once you run it, this is pretty much what we got. ToolStrip menu item are from when we created the form. Alright, sorry, I forgot to actually call this on the form load. Let's call the load menu ToolStrip menu item and the form load, so we loads to the form. So once we open up the form, here are the menus. Here the list menu. But as you can see, when you click on it, nothing really happens, right? So let's go ahead and create the event handler for each one of those items. So item.click, this is how we add the event handler, equals new event handler. And let's call the function item click. As you can see, there's this squiggly line here. What this means is this function has not been created yet. So we can click on this light bulb here and click generate method form1 item click. So it's going to automatically generate the method down here for us. So there you go. Now the next step will be to, every time we click on an item, we want to display the value of the item. So what I'll do is I'll create our own ToolStrip menu called item. So what's happening here, every object, every time I click, which is the sender will be passing an object, which will be a ToolStrip menu item. And let's go ahead and display this item with a message box. So item.text. Let's give it a space so you guys can see the space, the different IDs, and item.tag. All right, let's go ahead and run it and see what it looks like. So as you can recall, when we clicked on the items before, nothing would happen. Now when you click the item now, it's gonna display the item and its unique ID. So menu item 5 and ID 4. So menu item 7 and ID 6, menu item 2 and ID 1. You can actually query these menu items from a database, from a text file, and have a unique ID for each event. If you have any questions, this is all I got for you today. If you have any questions, drop a comment below or send me an email. All right, thank you very much.